It's a fantastic win.
A win that gave us a lot to talk about.
Yeah, a win. Yeah.
Against the Browns.
Against the Browns, the Cleveland Browns.
We knew this was going to be a battle.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We knew this was going to be a battle. But I was hoping that going into this game that this was going to be, coming out of the bye week, that this was going to be a statement game.
There was a statement.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was a statement, all right. I don't know if it's the statement that we were all looking for as Eagles fans or supporters of the program. It was a very bland statement, I thought.
I did not, you knew going into this game that the team was going to be challenged, especially when you don't practice. There was no practice going into the bye week. You come out, you have a couple of days, you're like, all right, we're going to get back to it. We're going to right this ship. Let's get to it.
Yeah. We're used to success after the bye week.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was expecting a little bit more creativity within the offense. I was expecting a little bit more fire coming out of this team, especially when you had a team that was extremely, of course we won, but I just didn't feel.
Well, thank God Devontae and A.J. Brown are back because we wouldn't have much offense without them.
Absolutely. I mean, you could see what
they make it happen being out there. And I guess, obviously they're both excellent players. But, the same throws and the same plays with guys other than them on the roster aren't being caught. Like, the way that Devontae goes up and gets the ball, he attacks the ball in the air. The way that A.J. is so good at, slowing down his tempo so he can kind of shield the defender while the ball's in the air and stuff and adjust his speed. Mm-hmm. They're just so good at that, dude.
They are very good route runners, very good trackers of the ball.
Dan Patrick, 9 to noon.
Brett Brown joins us.
Colin Cowherd from noon to 3.
Then I think that,
interesting.
And then when you mix Saquon Barkley into that, when you get the run game going, it's just a dynamic. It can be extremely dynamic.
We expect it to be.
We're hoping.
It's what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, but when you look at, but I think that when you say, okay, he needs to don't have players that can come down with those catches. I think that he also needs to find those guys that he can trust. I think you go back, man, like I keep saying, man, Covey, when he had his game, Covey had a good game. It's just that he wasn't one of the players that I think Hurts felt like he could trust. So I think that as now that you have AJ and Devontae back out there, those are guys that he knows that'll go out there and he can just let it rip and get it to him. He's way more comfortable with them. And then, I think that there are some protection issues that you just got to continue to work on.
Yeah. And, Jordan went out, so we had to get Fred out there at left tackle. I thought he did all right. Hopefully Jordan will be all right. I think he's fine. But
they're saying that he's going to be down for a couple of weeks. I went back and I watched the game and I saw where he went down. It was one of those, a play where he was doing everything he was supposed to be doing. Finished in the linebacker at the end, and it was just the way he rolled over, and you could just see him grab his hamstring.
Yeah,
hamstrings usually aren't
so weird
an injury for us.
Yeah,
but it happens.
That's what I told him when they said, it just means you're too strong for how big you are.
Yeah,
you're too explosive for your body.
Yeah, I mean, yes. So that's it.
You ever pull your hammy, Trey?
Never had a hamstring issue.
I have.
Yeah,
I'm too fast for how I'm built.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is, because that's usually a fast guy injury.
Yeah, I'm not a fast guy.
Okay.
But I have had hamstring injuries.
Yeah, all right, that's cool.
But what? Okay, we're talking about the offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that we're still seeing the same offense, but just with the better players out there? Like, that's kind of what it felt like. I didn't feel like it was inspirational or Caldwell or anything. I think that you kind of saw the same production, but then you had two more playmakers out there that kind of got it done. I don't feel like anything's changing.
I didn't think that it felt like it was the same. I didn't feel like there was a lot of creativity with the routes, some motion, the scheme guys open or anything. It seems like everything was pretty much what we've been used to dealing with, where if I got one-on-one, if I got man out there on AJ, I'm going to let him have it. Just throw it up there to him. Devontae might get something underneath, but to me, I didn't see a lot of the motion and creativity that you wanted to see coming out of the bye week, especially when you took this time to say, okay, you know what, we as a coaching staff are going to figure this out. I didn't see it.
I just think that maybe we were oversold on Kellen Moore, with everybody talking about, oh, he's a very, he's a big mastermind with how he disguises the plays and uses motions and gets you into different looks and different personnel and stuff. And I think that was talked about a lot. And now people are like, okay, so where's all this?
Yeah, well, you can see that it's still Coach Sirianni has his thumb on it on the offense as well. Because he came out and said, hey, the one play that was called, hey, I called that. And now maybe he's trying to jump on the sword and take one for the coach, or take one for his coach. But if your fingerprint is still on the offense, then hey,
it's not really.
Moore can only do so much. So I don't know where that give and take is. Are you allowing Kellen Moore to do his thing, or are you saying, hey man, you know what? Yeah, cool, but I still want to run my offense.
Speaking of Sirianni, would you think you have any thoughts on the good old ball coach? How about shaving the head? Let's start there.
Yeah, all right.
Because
shaving the head was a bit aggressive.
It just immediately made me think of Britney Spears, like spiraling, shaving her head.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay,
so I was like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah, it's not good. You just come back with a totally different look. Has he ever gone shaving head before?
I don't know.
So
I don't know the history on Sirianni's hairdo.
Yeah, but it was definitely a statement. Make it like he just went all in. I don't know. I was like, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a bit aggressive.
Man, I just don't have time for this. Get rid of it.
We got to win football games. Hey, I'm all about football right now. Just shave it all off. Yeah.
Or like just picking it, like getting ready to go to war type thing. Is that like the mentality of it? Did he speak on this at all?
I don't know. Maybe, there was a speech that he gave to the team that they recorded and put out there online. I can't remember. I did screen grab it. My thing is, okay, if you're giving an inspirational speech to your team, why is it being recorded
to give to everybody
on
else?
social media? Like, if you're talking to your team, and there was something that was posted like a couple of weeks ago, and I understand that you want to create access to the fan base and get behind the closed doors, open the doors, or whatever that saying is. But some stuff needs to be just between you and your crew. Or you and your guys.
I agree with that. I think there's way too much access now.
Way too much access.
It was the whole thing like with Lane with Walter Payton when he was the nominee or whatever, and they showed him in the room. I still thought that was such a cool moment in the meeting room that was cool to see, but that was also a private thing, for them.
To me, I think that their ears are they listen too much to everything that's out there. And, everything doesn't have to be for the team, because now it feels like it's coming off for show.
Yeah.
And then now, all right, and this speech was given during, I don't know if it was during the bye week or something, where he was like, we got to take accountability, yada, yada, yada. It was his fire and brimstone speech of like, all right, it starts with us. And it was posted out. I'm like,
I wonder if this was before or after Jalen told him to be himself.
Maybe. Yeah, what I'm saying? So, and that's another thing where I never
There's so much to talk about.
So many guys say, you know what, man, we just went to the coach and told him, hey, man, go out there and be yourself.
I've never had to tell Coach Reed to be himself.
No, never.
Didn't have to tell Chip to be himself.
No.
That was pretty guaranteed thing.
Yeah, I am
Maybe
what I am.
Maybe that's the problem.
I am what I am. Now, what I want you to do is don't you conform. That's all. That was always Coach Reed's message. Like, look, I want y'all to have your personality. Let your personality go.
Show.
Do whatever it is that you do. That's why I was walking around the facility with a leather football helmet on, knocking cookies out of people's hands. I mean, you know what I'm saying? As long as you don't get in trouble, be what you are. But go have fun. But play this game.
Be a silly bully.
Yeah.
You're just a silly looking bully, Trey, walking around with that leather helmet on.
With the leather helmet.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like a good 3-week run with that thing.
Yeah, it was good. In all the meetings and all. But anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but to me, I've never seen where it's like even BG said he was like, yeah, I went and told him, hey, man, You got to go out there and be yourself. What?
Yeah, that just flabbergasted me when I heard that.
I don't think getting into the fan base though is a bit much. When he's like,
You mean when he was jawing with the fans?
Yeah.
See, yeah, I didn't know what he was saying. It looked weird to me. It could have been people that he'd been joking around with the whole time. But I don't know. It just looked weird. Like, what are you even doing talking to fans?
Why are you even worried about what's going on in the stands?
How do you even hear them? Where I grew up, where I came from, we called that rabbit ears.
Yeah. How do you even hear that? Like, you should be
you're
so dialed
coaching
in.
A game.
Yes. Why are you worried about that?
Because of the lack of responsibility.
Like, we've gone in several stadiums and you've had some guys stand behind you, yell a lot of weird stuff, and it becomes white noise at some point. It should be, but why are you so dialed in to what's going on out in the stands? You got a game going on out here.
Yeah.
You got a team that's trying to pull something up, and they're not playing at the level that they should be. But you're worried about what's going on up there in the stands.
Yes. And then in the post-game presser.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, I've never been a fan of the kids in the press conference.
Okay.
I just haven't. I think, to me, it seems kind of pathetic. Like you're like trying to make yourself more human. Oh, love me, don't bring me any hard questions type stuff. Like, whatever. You're distracting from what they're there for. You know what I mean? I think that you go to the post-game presser to answer the questions that people want to ask.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
So I just didn't. I didn't like that look. To me, it seemed like, okay, went into the game, shaved head. Right. We're going to war. I'm going out here to kill.
I don't care if I
and
look
then
like
afterwards,
American X or whatever.
I'm also going to talk junk to American History X.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't care. Then you're also going to talk crap to the fans while you're almost losing at home, right?
Yeah.
On a game that you need to win to prove that this is where we're going. Not only that, but then after all that, and you get a chance where you're going to have to answer to all of that, you bring your kids in as a shield. Yes. Okay, here, kids, you catch these bullets. I'm just going to sit back.
I felt that it was an interesting strategy. I think that it will be like I might have to rent some toddlers.
Operation Hide Behind the Children.
Yes, from here on out, like if I feel like I'm going into a situation where I might be on the losing end of an argument, I am going to rent some toddlers. I'm going to be looking to rent some toddlers to kind of sit
nester now.
Because I'm an empty nester. Like I bring my son Jake in and sit next to me. They're like, yeah, no, you're going to get it just like your dad. So I'm just going to be looking to rent toddlers if I ever get critiqued, just to sit up on the podium. You know what I'm saying? Like just so that we can get through this with a positive light.
Operation Child Shield.
Yes.
I mean, dude, I just thought for, what we had talked about last week was Selah getting the axe.
Yeah.
And like now, the Pandora's box is open. Anybody in the NFL can get fired now. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And how this was such a statement game for him. I just, I tell my kids this all the time, is like, you have to make your own decisions. And then sometimes they're the right ones and sometimes they're the wrong ones. And I just felt like the vibe that he threw off with his decision making this week was like off bad. Like I didn't like, and then basically while you're with your kids sitting on your lap, you're talking about how the fans like took you out of it because you feed off of the fans' energy. Yeah. So if they're gonna boo you, then obviously it's not good for anybody.
Productive.
It's not good for anybody.
Oh yeah, that's no. All
right, dude.
There's no positive energy in that.
Yes, you won the game. You won by 4. Wow. But like, you need to look yourself in the mirror, sir.
Man, listen, I'm gonna just tell you, man. If you're not performing up to standard, you should expect a reaction. Man, the night that the Super Bowl banner was hung in the stadium, they were playing against, I think, New Orleans, and the team was stinking it up.
Yeah.
The night that the Super Bowl banner was being hung, the fan base let that team have it.
Yeah.
Because look, now, you're not playing to the standard that you're hanging the first Super Bowl banner in the stadium. Now, y'all not playing up the standard right now, though.
Dude, I just felt like it was teed up for him to come in, it was a hard-fought win. I know the fans are into it. They spend a lot of money to come to these games, and there's a standard that we have to deliver on the field. And when we're not delivering it, they let us know, and we're frustrated too. But, we got the win, and we're going to get it together, and we're going to keep moving forward.
And I shaved my head for this.
Done.
Committed. He looks like
done.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah.
When they shave.
Sometimes the crowd gives us energy. Sometimes we give them energy. Dude, we need to compile a list of top 5 famous head shavings.
Yes.
Right? So there's Demi Moore's definitely got to be
Demi
one.
Moore.
Right?
Demi Moore's head shaving was.
Britney Spears is up there too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is Nick Sirianni in the top? What about we got Private Pile from Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more digging on it. I have to. Yeah.
Sirianni's in there, dude.
Yeah, he's up there for just really just going for it. I'm going in, and then oh man, it's just so much, man. And then you have to come back and Mr. Lurie, because of his reaction and how everything played out, and it got a lot of flack. It got a lot of attention.
Dude, he's getting cooked right now, all over the network.
So
he's just getting cooked.
So Mr. Howie,
they're saying it's clown behavior.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying this is clown behavior. That was on SportsCenter.
Oh yeah, see now that's not good.
They were getting him.
Oh yeah, that's not good. And so you got to have Mr. Lurie and Howie have to walk him into his office like, hey, look, let's.
What do you think? Do you think they tell Jalen, hey, get him in line? You need to go talk to him again.
No, this is not because when you saw him go in and Coach Sirianni go in and apologize at the press conference, it looked like there was a little emotion in his eyes, like you had been talked to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was a conversation had been made. There was a conversation there because I know Mr. Lurie and Howie had to sit him down and like, look, man, hey, hold on, all of this stuff with back and forth with the fan base, that can't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That can't happen. Why are you worried about what's going on out
Why
in the
do you
stands?
even hear them?
You're in a dogfight with the Cleveland Browns, and you go back and you just look.
I think they just put earplugs on his desk when he showed up to work the next day. He goes in there, there's some earplugs sitting on his desk, and they're like, "Hey, you need to stop."
Yeah. Do you schedule that meeting? So
I think you just show up before he does, and you're in his office, sitting
you're
in the chair,
there.
like in the dark. So when he comes in, he flips the light on, and you're just sitting there with your legs crossed. He's just like, we've been waiting for you. Have a seat, Nick. Have a seat.
I would like to think that Mr. Lurie has somebody that's throwing rose petals on the ground while he's walking through. So it'd be like Coming to America where you walk in, they're rose petals.
They announce him.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the owner, president, chairman, and CEO of the Philadelphia Eagles
is here to talk to you about your behavior, and I want you to go out there and you're going to apologize. You're going to apologize now. Because we don't make it where Big Dom is now escorting you up out of here. It can happen. It can happen.
Dom escorts you all over the place. He could also escort you to your car.
Yes. And you be like, where they were like, look, man, I hope you got your car keys on you. Because if you don't have your car keys, hey, man, listen, we're going to walk you out to your car.
We'll ship your car.
No, we're going to walk you out to your car, but you can need to stand there and wait, and then we'll go get your keys.
We'll find your keys.
Yeah, we'll find your keys and bring them back out there to you, But
I mean, I don't know, dude. I like to think he'll turn around, but just after watching him in, I think his days are numbered.
Yeah.
He's on a tight rope right now.
Even
after a win.
Yeah.
Because it was a 4-point win. Bro, they didn't even cover the spread. You know what I mean? They didn't even cover.
No, this was a terrible game. It was a win, but it was not.
It was a win, but a lot of people in Philly lost.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was, and you're going against this defense, but you know what? Before we get over on the defense side of the ball, I guess we'll go ahead and take a break.
Yeah.
And come back in for a little bit later. So, yeah, let's take a break before we get on the defense side of the ball.
Dan Patrick, 9 to noon.
Brett Brown joins us.
Colin Cowherd from noon to 3.
The Sixers are amazing.
And the Daily Ticket with Sean Brace from 3 to 6 p.m. Only one place you can find that.
All ears to it.
Right here on Fox Sports Radio, The Gambler.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Wow, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with little tips for a healthier planet. When dining out or shopping at the grocery store, ask for sustainable seafood. By choosing sustainable seafood, you can help reduce overfishing, bycatch, loss of top predators, illegal fishing, and other harmful environmental impacts. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
Hear that? The sound of your antique fountain pen gliding across linen paper as you journal in the park. And if you were here, you'd be inspired by the warm breeze. But you're not here. Because your self-care happens out on the road, riding your motorcycle protected by Progressive. And the wind in your face on the road is all the inspiration you need. So if you ride, get a quote and see if you could save with Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Now that's inspiring. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
With fall savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,600 off select appliances from top brands like GE Profile. Save space and time with the new combo washer and dryer and do it all in one machine. And with Smart Dispense technology, the right amount of detergent is automatically added to every wash. Laundry day is a whole lot smarter with the GE Profile Ultra Fast Combo with Smart Dispense only at the Home Depot. Right now, save up to $1,600 and financing on select appliances with fall savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing about September 26th through October 16th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
I'm Cheryl Swoops.
And I'm Tarika Foster Brasby.
And on our new podcast, we're talking about the real obstacles women face day to day.
Because no matter who you are, there are levels to what we experience as women.
And T and I have no problem going there.
Listen to Levels to This with Cheryl Swoops and Tarika Foster Brasby on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Levels to This with Cheryl Swoops and Tarika Foster Brasby and start listening.
It's the Daily Ticket with Sean Brace, 3 to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday.
Talking to Julian Adler from DraftKings Sportsbook. All right, let's talk about some college football, and let's get to the big one here, Julian. Not wasting any time today. Buckeyes 3-point road favorites, 54.
This was pick 'em, look ahead over the summer. Ohio State took the money and became a 1-point favorite. Reopened this week at 4.5 on DraftKings. So I took Oregon plus 4.5 at that open. 25% of the money is on Oregon. Last I looked at DraftKings, yet this is down 4.5 to 3. That's always interesting to see. I think home field advantage is going to be huge here. We don't know what Ohio State is on the road. They went on the road to Michigan State, dominated, won, and covered. They've been home the rest of the way. Oregon's 0-3 against the spread at home, including almost losing to Boise. So, this year, the numbers point to Ohio State.
If you can wager on it, we're talking about it right here on The Gambler.
My station, baby!
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Winds gusted to over 40 miles an hour on Monday afternoon, but they will relax some overnight, back down to around 10 to 15 miles an hour under a clear sky. Very chilly, 45 in the city, 30s in the suburbs. There will be some patchy frost, both in the Pennsylvania and New Jersey suburbs, so definitely bring in any sort of tender vegetation. And then it stays windy on Tuesday, sunshine, a few clouds, and a high of just 59 degrees. I'm meteorologist Adam Joseph with your 6 ABC forecast.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Southern Rock Ride. The greatest Southern rock hits from the 70s and 80s. Skinner, 38 Special, Allman Brothers, and more. Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Southern Rock Ride, and listen now. Free never sounded so good.
Your home for Villanova basketball is WDAS and WD273D, Fox Sports Radio, Philadelphia.
All right, we are back. Just taking that break. Talk about the Browns game that we just whooped them yesterday by 4 points.
Took them behind the shed.
Yeah, really gave it to them. Dude, have the Browns even scored? Was there an offensive touchdown yesterday?
No,
right?
The only touchdown
we almost lost, and they didn't even. Yeah, Rodney McLeod scored it.
Yeah,
former Eagle.
Yeah, it was off the field goal block.
Yeah,
and then because you got beat with a slide protection, they slid right. It was a cover zero blitz. You've seen Saquon Barkley across the quarterback's face, which I don't agree with.
Yeah,
when it comes to that protection, I don't like that because I think that anytime quarterback crosses the running back crosses that quarterback,
they feel a shallower pocket.
Yeah,
and they automatically are going to get out of there.
It makes them rush, and to me, I feel like that's a problem. But and that's what gave up the sack there, and then and it was 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
So you go out there and you call that, and there you go, you get a sack, and then now you have to go out there, kick a field goal, and that gets blocked, taken to the house.
We didn't rush for 250 yesterday, like I asked for my birthday.
No, we did not. But I thought that Saquon had some nice runs. I'm trying to see. I didn't pull up the stats yet.
Well, it wasn't 250. I'm pretty sure
it definitely wasn't 250.
But the good note is everyone in the NFC East lost yesterday except for us, which, I guess is good.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, it's always good. Whenever you can go out there and get a win, man.
Well, because we got to go to New York this week.
Yeah, we got to go up to New York.
And they just got beat by the Bengals, who we got to go play after New York. So, yeah, we don't have like an easy way ahead of us.
No, but I think that this game, it definitely helped with our secondary play. Because I think, you go, when you watch the film, Amari Cooper, to me, his name has been brought up in a lot of trade situations going on right now. So it seems like he's really just out there in cruise control because he's not really trying to put himself in any harm's way just in case if he goes to another team. So yeah. I think that this secondary was the game that our secondary needed to perform a lot better to give the defensive front time to get there because you can't just sit back. I think that a lot of people are like, well, hey, where are the sacks? What's going on with the sacks? To me, coverage dictates sacks. And so that means that the secondary needs to get up there and challenge those receivers. And this was one of those games where you had it where they didn't have, I think the problem with Cleveland is their receiving core really isn't that explosive.
Yeah. Well, who else did they have? Didn't they have Jerry Jeudy?
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't really out there doing anything. So, and I think that our secondary came to play, man. We're a very diverse
yes, diverse
group right
the
back
DEI,
there.
the secondary of DEI.
Yeah.
The Milky Way.
Yeah, what you call it, the Milky Way?
The Milky Way.
That's
Milky Way
with the secondary, man. But, I think they came out. This my defensive front, I thought, did a good job, had some nice rushes, got a couple sacks. Huff, tried. He made some plays.
Yeah, he's trying. He's playing football.
Yeah, he showed some rush. BG is
BG's
200th
still doing
game.
it. Yeah, dude. So I saw that stat, and I spent probably a good 10 minutes like wrapping my head around that. Like, that's a lot of football games.
That's a lot of football, dude. 200th game.
200 games.
Congratulations,
yeah, BG.
Brandon Graham.
Congratulations.
That is awesome, man. 200th game. Yeah, that was cool to see that. But I thought that, the secondary. This was a game that you needed your secondary to come out there and show that they can sit up and play press.
I feel like Howard Mudd probably played somewhere around 200 games, and that's like what people would look like after they play 200 games. You think BG's gonna get all like weird lumpy knees and stuff as he ages?
Man, I hope he ages well.
If you missed our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival,
But I'm looking forward to seeing, just how this team, because you needed the secondary to come out there and perform in this game. To give our defensive line.
Imagine a world where animals and humans.
And Deshaun Watson has been, he
Not
has
good.
been not good.
Not good.
He's been struggling himself. So I think that this was a team that, secondary come out here, challenge these receivers. You know what you got out there. Now defensive line, this is a team that you need to get home. You got to get home. We need this right now.
I thought somebody said the other day, Deshaun Watson is a better person than he is quarterback.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. There's a lot going on there.
Not a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's struggling right now, man. He's struggling, and for him, I think you're going to have to make sure that you have guys that's all in as well. If you got all these trade situations going on around your team, that can't be good for your chemistry, because that throws off the locker room. So it is what it is.
Yeah, but we're not worried about the Browns. We beat them.
Not at all. Yeah, we beat them. We beat them.
Next.
Next. Who's next? Bring on the Giants.
So the Giants did lose this weekend to the Bengals.
Yes.
I didn't catch the game.
No, I didn't either. And then, and then you just saw Dallas just absolutely got destroyed.
Yeah. 3 field goals.
Destroyed. So it's always
Bro,
good.
it's rough down in Dallas. They're making like raps about how bad they are.
Yeah.
They're good too.
Yeah, the song kind of, what I'm saying? The song seemed like it was all right, but they're making diss tracks for
their own people.
For their own people. They have
They're
turned
not down there trying to clown the Eagles. They're clowning themselves.
Oh man, they just went all in on it, and
It's really wild though. They just gave Dak all this money, and they're just not having any offensive production.
Yeah, it's tough, man. And then, because I caught a little bit of the game, and I saw Michael Parsons, because he's not playing, so the whole thing, and then Slay ended up going down in this game as well with a knee injury. So, I hope that he's
just
good.
video chat about it.
Yeah. Did he do a video chat about it?
No, they probably will.
Yeah, probably. Somebody's
webcam each other.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Now that it was a big, thing made about it, I think they're going to kind of stay clear of that.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
You don't think so?
More
you think
clicks.
More
clicks.
capitalize on it?
Yeah.
Possibly. I guess that is this era. But Dallas Stadium. So with the glare, because you've played in Dallas Stadium?
The new Jerry World?
The Jerry World.
Yeah,
I don't
played quite a few
remember.
games in it.
I've never played in there. We coached in there once, but I don't remember the glare. I don't know if the time was because most stadiums across America are built northeast.
Yeah.
I mean north-south.
Northeast.
North-south. Yeah, northeast. Yeah, they're north-south.
Right.
But
so
Jerry's World
is so you're not hitting the sunset or something.
so you're never getting the sunset. So Jerry's World is built east-west.
Well, he does things a little different.
Yeah, he's a little, against the grain.
And is it dictating on what I guess they would probably usually take?
Yeah, well, if you're throwing into that,
yeah,
oh,
or
man.
trying to catch into it.
Yeah, that's crazy. But hey, whatever. That's what you have to deal with. But yeah.
So I'm 42 now.
Yep. Yeah. So how's that? 42.
Yeah, well, it's all right. I'm sore though.
I mean, yesterday was a lot, man. You did the tailgate.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through, dude.
Yeah. How was the tailgate though?
It was fun.
Was it everything that you thought it was going to be?
Yeah. I mean, it was tailgate.
Yeah.
There was a lot of food.
Yeah.
A lot of drinks.
Okay.
And
you put some cheers out and just kind of relax.
Yeah, we were just chilling. The tailgate scene is kind of funny because like when you go to other people's tailgates, there's all the setup and everything is done. So you're just kind of mobbing, like checking out kind of what food, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you set your own tailgate up, right? And then you're like setting everything up. And then once everything is set up, you're just kind of like, all right, now what do we do? Right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, we got to clean all this stuff up pretty soon. Like, I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as going to other people's tailgates.
I definitely enjoyed it.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, and the people that came with us, like all of our friends, took care of cleaning up a lot of the stuff. Like, I really didn't have to do a whole lot, but it was on my mind because it was all of our stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that part, because I've never set up a tailgate. I always just go around, bounce around. I'm like, oh man, this is awesome.
Yeah,
it's really cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm really enjoying the atmosphere, and but to go there and like you have to put your flag and
you pick a spot, and that was a whole thing. Like shout out to the parking crew, they got us in there.
Okay.
There was a little kerfuffle.
Okay.
But we got in.
Okay. Okay.
Sprinter van took up 2 parking spaces, so it was like a big to do.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then you have some people that's been they have their location already set.
Oh yeah.
There,
and people won't take it because they know it's their location.
Yeah, so there's a lot that's playing into the tailgating community.
Yeah, I don't have that many years to or experience to be claiming spots like that.
Well, it's our first one. It's your first one, so maybe we keep building, and maybe we can find a company that can help us put on a tailgate.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, so that we don't have to do all the.
Yeah, I mean, dude, my buddy I think he grilled 60 burgers, 60 smash burgers, something like that, and then we had like I don't know, like maybe like 40 to 50 like sausages.
Okay. Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot, and that's a lot of cooking. So somebody's standing there cooking the whole time too.
That's a lot, man. Yeah, but that's what's up, man. You got to keep a beer. You know what I'm saying?
Keep a beverage cold beverages for sure.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Because for the game, they took me around and did all the different tailgates. I was over there.
I love doing that. I don't know why there's not more of that.
I love it.
Yeah. I think all the alumni love doing it.
Oh yeah, just go hang out and be around amongst the people, man. Have a couple drinks. Just relax. It's really cool. And then seeing all the different tailgates and everything, man, I really enjoy it.
See, what I think they should do is have an alumni tailgate, like a location for the alumni to come tailgate at, and then that's like home base. And then if guys want to go check out other tailgates, they have the golf carts coming to and fro there.
Yeah, that would be cool too. Yeah, that's good. That's a really good idea. Who do we need to talk to about that? We need to talk to Poria.
Probably.
Might be a Poria thing.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
But then again, you got to take somebody else's real estate out there.
I don't know. Create something for us.
Have a nice bubble. Don't feed the animals. Have it gated off.
Yeah, get us something, man. I want a tailgate. I like the tailgate.
No, the tailgating is fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really enjoy it.
But man, for the 1 o'clock games, you gotta get down there early.
Yeah,
it's pretty early. What time did you get down there?
Because I do a show with Green Legion. I was there probably around 8:30. Yeah,
you were there before me.
Oh, okay.
We got there like 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I usually, I'm always early. So.
Yeah, you are. You're a very punctual person.
I am. I can't stand.
Have you always been like that?
I've always been like that.
Yeah. You'd always be at the facility early.
Yeah.
Big bowl of grapes, just sitting there chomping on the tray. What? Then I already got a workout in. Sat in the steam room for a while. Like, how did you get here?
Yeah, I was always an early guy, man. I was late one time in my entire career.
Did you get punished?
Yeah, they didn't start me for the game.
Yeah.
And then, but I was late one time, and it makes me mad every time I think about it.
So,
because we were down there,
was that one of your only non-starts?
Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah, because we were down at Dale State with Jack.
Oh,
yeah.
That was when we were late.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That was a good time though.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, I've been late a few times.
Yeah.
I wasn't very responsible.
Okay.
Coach Reed had to shut me down a couple times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah.
But bro, I remember. I'll never forget this one time. We probably got enough time for this story, but this is a funny story.
Yeah.
You know, I think we were in Atlantic City late, and then ended up coming back like late. You know, and I didn't miss a practice or anything, but I was late for the meeting, right? Which is understandable. Like they're mad. We got a game coming up. I think, I don't know. I forget who we're playing. But Coach Reed brought me into his office. He's like, "Hey, listen, you can't keep doing this. I'm going to sit you. I think you might sit the whole first quarter. It might be the first series. It all depends on how it all goes up. But you're going to sit." And I was like, "Okay, fine." You know.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like depressed. I'm like walking out, and like Marty Morningweg's like got his door open. And he's like, "Hermans, come on out here."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh God," you know. He's like, "What do you say?" And I'm like, he's gonna bench me. You
Yeah.
know, he's gonna sit me. He said, "Yeah, I can't keep coming in late." So Marty goes, "That stinks." He goes, "You know what I do?" He goes, "I'd walk right back in there and be like, you know what, coach? I'm a starter and I'm gonna start. I know that you think that you're gonna bench me or whatever, but no, I'm a starter and I'm gonna start. So I'm gonna start this weekend." And I was like, oh, bold strategy. But I'm like, Marty must be feeding me like what I should do here.
Okay,
Like this is what I should do. So he got me all like amped up, right?
Okay.
And so like I walked back into Coach Reed's office.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, listen, coach, and then he goes,
Hold on, you put the bass in your voice?
I said, "Hey, listen." And then he goes, "No, you listen." And he cut me off. And I was like, "Oh," I immediately shrunk. Like I shrunk down. Like I was like, "Oh no." He was like, "I'm so mad at you right now. I don't know whether to cut you or fight you." And I was like, "Okay,
wow.
yes, sir." I walked out and Marty's standing out there. He goes, "How'd it go?" I was like, "I'm not starting." He goes, "It's worth a shot."
It was worth the shot. Hey, you missed the shots that you don't take.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
He probably said something like that. You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah. So oh man, that is hilarious.
Yeah, Marty set me up.
Oh man, and then he got you.
He got me amped
Put
up.
all that air in your chest.
Yeah, I went into Coach Reed with like 2 brisk steps. You know, I was in there. I was like, "Hey, listen, coach. No, you listen." All right, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tail went right between the legs.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see that totally different style coaching.
Yeah, those both totally different styles.
You know what I'm
right?
saying? Like, wow, dude. That's funny though.
But Marty is such like a quirky, funny dude.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed having Marty. On the
Marty.
set,
I enjoyed the time with him too, man. He was a good dude.
And
man.
like one thing about Marty, he could swallow so much like chew spit.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Man,
like he always had a dip in his mouth, but I never saw him spit.
Wow. Yeah, like you know,
like, he'd be up there in the meeting, all of a sudden, like he'd be like,
oh wow,
and then you just keep going, power right through.
Oh man, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Marty was cool though, man.
So we're back to full strength, right?
Yeah, full strength.
The team. Full strength,
without
except for Jordan.
Jordan's down.
Lane was back. It was good to see him out there.
Yeah, it's good to see Lane back. It
was a tough test. Miles Garrett, he's a beast out there. Dude.
Yeah, he's an animal. I think, I think he did good against him. I think Jordan did a good against him as well.
Yeah.
I think the offensive line, the protection was okay. I want to wait until I watch all 22 before I go all in. But I think that
I think overall first feel
it was okay.
Felt good.
It was okay.
Yeah.
There's some protection issues that I think need to be cleaned up, especially as you continue to move on through the season, because it's a copycat league.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to copy on what gave you problems. So
everybody's seeing what's going to win, what's going to get home,
exactly.
what's going to shut you down.
Yeah. But I think Jordan Mailata being down for a couple of weeks could be because it did not look good afterwards the way he was walking.
Yeah.
And why was he walking?
Yeah.
You know why? Because and then you give him those little ass crutches. You know what I'm saying? Like that, man. I'm like, dog, just somebody go get a cart for him, man. You got about
big,
5-6 carts running down here, man. Go get the cart for the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, he's sitting up there hobbling through there. And you got to go through the tunnel and get all the way back.
I mean, he might not have wanted a cart,
I don't care
Some
if you want a
players
cart.
Don't like to be carted off field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
But
like
I mean,
a pride
at this
thing.
point,
Like some people would rather just like hobble off and then
But this
get a
was
cart on
after
side.
the game, though. This was after the game.
Yeah,
This
that's
was,
true. Yeah.
you had already stripped down. You weren't on with your pads on. I understand. Yeah, I want to walk off the field because of an injury, but when it's after the game and you're just out there with your family, dog, get in the cart.
Why doesn't he not have a knee scooter? That's a big man.
But you're on grass.
But I'm saying, I mean, you got the all-terrain knee scooters now.
No, dude.
Big
You know what
fat
I'm saying?
tires on there.
Yeah, no. I don't.
No, I'm saying like out of the locker room,
Nah.
Jordan, I got an extra knee scooter. I'm going to hook it up.
Okay. Give him the ultimate. Man, I don't know. Those things look a little flimsy.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I think that they're built better than they were.
Okay.
I know Jason Peters had one break on him.
Yeah.
You remember that? He retore his shit.
Yeah. Nah, they look flimsy to me. But anyway, man,
You remember my knee scooter? We used to go take it to the club. We'd have the bouncer walking in front of me with a flashlight, like clearing everybody out of the way. I'm sitting there rolling through the club.
Hey, just get on in there.
Not gonna shut down my lifestyle.
No, we got to get it in. Oh man, I remember going out one time with a boot on. Had just had ankle surgery. Like, wow, dude, you're really trying to be out in the streets, man. When you're out there injured.
In the boot,
in a boot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
On the painkillers.
Man. Come on, man. It's like you're living too against the grain there, man.
We were young.
Yeah, we were young.
We were young and knew everything.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, but I think that this team, man, I hope that this is a defining moment, man. That this team, to have the energy that Coach Sirianni had, and then for him to get, talked to, and him having to come back and make an apology about it, man, it's just.
Yeah, it's just, to be honest, it's a distraction. And you're talking about minimizing distractions all year long and just focusing on the right things. Like to me, he is being a distraction.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of extra things that are drawing attention to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unnecessary stuff.
I think that even if you did have that conversation with him, I think that it should have just been, all right, let's just let it go.
Don't talk about it anymore.
Yeah,
we need to focus on the next game because
just,
we need to beat the Giants.
Yeah,
by at least 4 points.
Yeah, let's just let it go. I don't need you to say, "Oh yeah, you apologize" and all of this. Let's move forward. Let's put a period at it. You did it. You've messed up.
Bro. Nothing you say is going to make the fans like you more at this
point.
point. No. You need to shut your mouth and go win football games, and then the fans will like you.
Yeah, and they will love you.
Well,
yeah, just be quiet.
You'll be palatable.
But don't let it happen again.
You'll be palatable.
Yeah.
I don't know if they will love you, but you need to win games.
Yeah, you
bring the Lombardi home.
Oh, yeah, they'll love you.
They will love you.
Yeah, but you got to get back to winning. You know what I'm saying? To stop all the tactics. But, hey, they went about it their way.
Yeah, you know what else I saw in the secondary this week? I really thought that we looked like they were hungry. We had one play in particular I'm thinking of. It looked like Quinny Mitchell was about to have a pick. And then
CJG.
Yes.
The
letters.
Yes.
The letterman.
Yes.
Came flying and basically tried to steal it from him.
Yeah. Well, he was playing over the top. He was like, look, man, hey, I got
Center
your back.
Field, right?
Yeah, I got your back. And it was a little too aggressive.
Yeah, I'll take this from you.
Yeah.
Dang it. Neither of us have it.
Neither
now.
one of us have it.
But I like that. I like a Grady secondary, man. I
They
want
trying
to
to go
see them
after
going after it. Go get that ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, it just seems like even when Slay went out, there wasn't a drop off. It seems like this young secondary is very talented. You have a really good backfield out there, and you need that. You're going to need that to be successful moving forward. Your secondary needs to be sharp because that's what's going to allow your pass rushers to get home.
Agreed. Yeah. Protection. No, not protection. Coverage creates sacks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And pressure creates turnovers.
Pressure is going to make him make that odd throw or just throw it up in the air or whatever it is. I think that when you get a secondary that plays a lot more aggressive and is hungry out there, man, and then you saw the Dejan, hold on, man,
Dejan
out there sending him on a couple blitzes, man. I thought he did really well at nickel. So
Dejan Cooper, is that how it is?
Yeah, I'm not sure. If I sit there and I read a name, I would destroy somebody's name. And I apologize. It's not, no disrespect, but
no, he does it very intentionally.
Yeah, no. I'm really trying to, get better with it. But yeah, man. But we'll see, man. I just think that as this team continues going, man, you're gonna have to have a really good game against New York, and then now you're up against on the road again. You got to go
on
to
the
New
road
York
for 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
we're going to Cincinnati after that, right?
So
it's tough. It's a tough road ahead, but I think what the offense needs to do is just keep plugging away. I mean, we got big plays. It just seemed all disjointed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The flow. I want more flow.
Yeah, I want more flow. I think, and then you knew going into this game that Saquon Barkley was going to get that first handoff.
Yes.
I should have
put money on that.
Yeah, I should have put money. Yeah, I should have propped that one. Yeah, just say, hey man, he is getting the first handoff. Yeah, absolutely. Because they listen to everything. Okay, you say you want us to run the ball. Well, here you go.
Obviously, listen to everything. He's listening to the front row during the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
He can hear him through his headphones. Like, what's going on with that, dude? That's
I didn't even think about it. You have headphones on. Like you.
It must have been a gesture that caught his eye, and like he didn't like it or something. And then he took his headphones off and started going back and forth. I don't know.
Wow, you have your head, man. That's just way too much, dude. Like that's listening. You're too involved in what's going on the outside. All of his focus needs to be right there on that field, man. All of that, because it's always going to be a distraction out there. You can't be moved by your energy like that, where you just so distracted that you can't focus on the task at hand.
Bro, I don't know if I've ever seen a coach interact with fans like that, like a head coach. I've definitely. Have you?
No. I even a position coach, interact with fans. Why?
Nah, I think Juan. There might have been a couple times where, because when we were sitting over there and we would go over film with the offensive line group, there's always a row of guys right behind us, just jawing. But it was like playful stuff. Because like they knew that we were just like the fat guys that were just trying to catch our breath before we had to go do it again.
I wouldn't say fat. No, I was athletic.
Yeah, you were athletic.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like we were above average size.
Okay.
Big, massive human beings.
Yeah, I mean, call it what you want.
Yeah,
we're big.
Yeah, not
we're
fat
big.
though.
Well, our body fat percentage was higher than the normal.
It is. It was
because we're bigger.
Yeah, because I'm bigger.
I mean, yeah. All right. Well, Trey, not a fan of the word fat. Yeah. I mean, you're not fat. You're very big.
Yeah.
Proportioned well. You know what I mean?
That would take you. All right. We're getting weird now. All right, cool. Yeah, but
we're running out of time.
All right. So what we got going on this week, man? Where are we on Wednesday?
We still have to figure it out. We got to check in. We'll post it out there where we're going to go for Between the Vines.
Yeah, we're going to go out there and have a little wine, have some celebration.
4-point celebration.
Yeah, 4-point celebration.
Maybe we'll drink 4 wines for each point we won by.
I like that.
Yeah, you doing? Are you painting tomorrow?
Absolutely. Trey Thomas Tuesdays is going on at the Pino's Palette in Cherry Hill. Go to ppcherryhill.com. Pino's Palette, cherryhill.com, and you can book your class.
What is the painting this week?
The painting this week is going to be Change of Seasons. It's going to be a nice one. It's going to have some blacks
any falling leaves?
No falling leaves. It's going to be a nice gray-ish color where it's going to have some, streaking in there. It's going to have some orange trees and stuff. It's going to be cool.
Gray and orange? Sounds sad.
No, yeah. Well, it's a change of seasons. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to have like a little grayish. It's going to be awesome, man. It's a cool painting. Then the orange will pop it out.
Out with the old and with the new.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Check us out on YouTube and all the other platforms for Between the Vines. Thank you for joining us this week. We will catch you guys same place, same time next week.
Imagine a world where animals and humans coexist in harmony, where wild animals thrive, habitats are protected, and marginalized communities are empowered. At International Animal Rescue, this is our vision. Our holistic, community-led projects not only rescue animals, but also protect and replenish precious habitats, creating a better future for us all. But we can't do this without you. Show your support now and help keep the wild, wild. Visit internationalanimalrescue.org.
You're busy. We get it. Life moves fast and there's hardly a moment to breathe. But for the next 10 seconds, this is your time. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Feeling a little lighter? Taking action is one of the most powerful forms of self-care. In 2024, voting is self-care. Visit rockthevote.org and take action in just 3 easy steps. Check your registration, check in with yourself, and check your voting plan. Visit rockthevote.org.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You're busy. We get it. Life moves fast and there's hardly a moment to breathe. But for the next 10 seconds, this is your time. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Feeling a little lighter? Taking action is one of the most powerful forms of self-care. In 2024, voting is self-care. Visit rockthevote.org and take action in just 3 easy steps. Check your registration.